Hey you. Yeah, you. Do you play Fallout 4? Yeah? Cool. Do you play Fallout 4 with metric craploads of mods? Yeah? Cool. Did your mod list get completely wombo-comboed by the Fallout 4 Next Gen update and now you're stuck playing poopy vanilla because mods are broken and your saves are bricked? Yeah? Not so cool. But worry not. I'm going to show you how to keep playing with mods while waiting for those mods to update for the newest version, while still simply clicking the play button in Steam. So in case you can't tell by simply looking at my character right now, I am not playing on Fallout 4 version 1.10.980, also known somewhat ridiculously as the Next Gen update. No, I am still playing on game version 1.10.163, and will probably continue to do so for the foreseeable future. If you're playing on console, this new patch probably feels like a pretty sweet upgrade. But if you're playing on PC like me, it's dog shit. All of the graphical options are still handled by a launcher and INI files with no in-game graphics menu, and going above 60 frames per second still desyncs audio and breaks physics. These are problems that were solved in Fallout 76, with those solutions carrying over to Starfield. As a matter of fact, the high FPS issue in Fallout 4 was solved by modders 4 years ago. I feel like an in-game graphics menu and a high FPS fix were the bare minimum Bethesda had to do to make this update worth it on PC, but it's a Fallout from after 2010, which essentially makes it fuck up the video game. And the worst part is that in pushing this update, they've broken the script extender, which means that high FPS fix made by Antonix35 no longer works, along with a whole shit ton of other mods. So I'm going to show you how to not only fix that, but prevent it from happening again in the future, without a bunch of clunky workarounds or Steam constantly nagging you to update. Before we go any further, I should state that I can only confirm that this will work with the Steam version of the game. I don't own any other versions of the game, so I haven't tested them. The first thing you're going to need is a backup of Fallout 4 version 1.10.163. If you don't have this, you're going to need to downpatch the game. If you don't know how to downpatch, go to www.nexusmods.com/fallout4/mods/42147. This is the Nexus mod page for the Fallout 4 script extender, and if you click on posts, the second pinned comment as of the time of this recording will give you instructions on how to downpatch through Steam. I am also assuming a basic working knowledge of modding, specifically the use of Mod Organizer 2. If you don't know how to mod with Mod Organizer 2, go ahead and learn. There are plenty of great tutorials out there. This video will be here when you get back. So the first thing you're going to do is create a folder somewhere, wherever you want. Call it whatever you want. You are going to install Mod Organizer 2 into this folder, but don't launch it yet. Next, inside the folder where you've installed Mod Organizer 2, you're going to create a subfolder. Call it whatever you want. I call it Game Root, just so there's no ambiguity. You're then going to take your backup of game version 1.10.163 and copy it in its entirety into the Game Root folder. Next, you're going to install the Fallout 4 script extender, but rather than installing it into the Fallout 4 installation in your Steam library folder, you're going to install it into the one you've made in your Game Root folder. Launch Mod Organizer 2, create a portable instance, and instead of directing it to the Fallout 4 installation in your Steam library folder, direct it instead to the installation in the Game Root folder you've created. Mod Organizer will now use this separate installation instead of the one in your Steam library. And with that, you are all set up to mod Fallout 4. If you have an existing mod loadout in MO2 you'd like to use, go into your Mod Organizer folder and delete modorganizer.ini. Create the Game Root folder, and place your backup and the Fallout 4 script extender into that Game Root folder, just as we discussed before. Now, the next time you launch MO2, it will go through the process of setting up a new instance again, at which point you will direct it to the Game Root folder. However, since the files for your mods and profiles already exist, MO2 will simply see them and use them. Any other executables besides Fallout 4.exe, Fallout 4 Launcher.exe, the Virtual Folder Explorer, and Fallout 4 Script Extender will probably have to be re-added. To save myself the time of setting up a whole separate mod loadout, I'm just going to switch to the one I actually use now. In your mod organizer folder, right-click on modorganizer.exe and select Copy as Path. In Steam, go to Fallout 4, right-click, Properties. Under Launch Options, paste the path to modorganizer.exe. After it, put a space and type quote mo shortcut colon / F4SE close quote space %command %. Now, when you click play in Steam, it will launch Mod Organizer 2 instead, which will subsequently launch the game through the script extender using your separate installation. The best part is that because the two installations are completely separate, Bethesda can update the game all they want, but the installation in your game root folder will remain untouched, so your mods will continue to work. If you ever want to go back to vanilla for some reason, just delete the Steam launch option, and Steam will use the installation that's in your Steam library folder instead. Also, further down the road when all your mods do get updated, you can update them in MO2 and replace the game version in your game root folder with the current patch. Just delete everything in your game root folder and copy paste all the files from the latest game version into the game root folder and install the corresponding version of Fallout 4 script extender. Then, if the game gets updated again, which, let's be honest, it probably will, you can still continue to play with your mods. Now, is this a perfect solution? Fuck no. Since the game is basically installed twice, it takes up twice as much disk space. So it actually kinda sucks. It doesn't impact me all that much because my games are installed on a 4TB SSD, but if you don't have as much storage as me, that could be an issue. This also won't give you access to the new content that was added in the next gen update. I tried installing the new content in MO2 as a mod, and 1.10.163 just crashes on launch. So apparently the new files themselves aren't compatible with old game versions. But if you can wait on the new stuff and you've got the storage, this solution will allow you to keep playing with your mods while you wait for the latest modpocalypse to blow over, without adding a separate non-Steam game, or a shortcut, or with Steam nagging you to update, or any of those other assorted pains in the ass. Now, I don't see why this wouldn't work for any game you might mod with MO2, but I can't say with certainty that it works for all of them because I haven't tested all of them. However, I can confirm it works with the Steam versions of Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, Skyrim Special Edition, Fallouts 3, 4, and New Vegas, and Starfield. I hope this was helpful. I guess like and sub if you want. I also have a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/TheRealMcDan, where I'm currently playing Tale of Two Wastelands, a pretty sick mod that ports Fallout 3 and all its expansions into New Vegas, allowing you to play through both games in their entirety with the same character. Starting May 1st though, I'll be doing a whole bunch of challenge runs in various different games, mainly Soulsborne, to raise money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. And honestly, if this guide helped you and you'd like to give back in some way, I'd ask that you consider contributing to my St. Jude efforts in May before anything else. That's all. Have a good one.